Hello everyone, it's Jess here in front of my gallery wall, one of my favorite places in my house. I just wanted to make a short, 30-minute practice to send out to everyone. This time of year can feel, as much as it can feel joyous and exciting with all the holidays and gatherings that come with it, can also bring a little extra sense of stress or feeling a little bit like finding balance. It can be a struggle, right? And so I want to play today a little bit with this idea that balance requires work. Balance requires movement. Balance doesn't happen in a vacuum. And balance requires our attention. And so it's not something that just comes with ease, although the more we practice on our mats and in our life, instead of finding those big pendulum swings per se, we find ourselves more in this just ebb and flow and flux of that idea of a middle way. So with that said, let's get started and find a little breath and balance. Now again, this is about a 30-minute practice. So yeah, take the time for yourself to roll out your mat or get out on your floor, your rug, and let's move a little. We're going to start standing, feet about hips distance, and this is where the root and really such a core piece of our balance comes from, is these wonderful feet that we kind of tend to neglect. So I want you to look down, feet hips distance. Think of your second toe lining up with your hip points. Lift all 10 toes, feel the arches lift and engage, and then spread the toes out, spreading them onto the mat and just feeling this sling, that bridge of your arch. And I want you to just explore, soften your knees, lean forward a little, and then lean back, right? Shifting the hips forward and back, and then even side to side, like circles with the hips. And just notice here how the feet accommodate, right? Switch that circle other way, and just feel this really strong connection here to the feet and to the earth. And then slowly let any movement kind of spiral you into a center space. Soften the knees and just take a deep breath, and we're going to roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. 2 breaths in. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more breath. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Palms float to the side. Feel the shoulders drop away from the ears, long through the sides of the neck. Just a gentle tuck of the chin. Press the back of the head in alignment with the back heels, with the heels of your feet, of your seat, and of your head. Let's bring our hands to touch at the center. Just take a moment of gratitude, pressing left and right together, feeling that sense of balance within the body, left and right, top to bottom, front to back. Take a 360-degree breath in and out. Blink your eyes open as you inhale, arm sweep overhead. Flip the right palm to the sky. Take your left hand like a bracelet, one of your anthropoloca bracelets, right? Press down and out through the outer pinky edge. Lift up from the hips and take it over to the left. Big breath in. Exhale, come through center. Switch the grip, palm, left palm to sky, right hand to that wrist. Lift up from those low ribs out of the hip. Take it up and over to the right. Press down and out through that left pinky edge. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale through center. Let's take that one more time. Right palm to sky. Lift up. Take it over to the left. One more time. Inhale through center. Left palm to sky. Take it up and over to the right. Inhale through center. Release the grip. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Maybe it feels okay for your head to fall back and look up. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, soften those knees. First forward fold. Swan dive down. Be generous in the bend of your knees here, right? And allow yourself to really find some softness. Shake softness through the head and neck. Shake it yes, shake it no. And again, I want you to explore a little sway through the torso and notice the shift in the feet, that it helps just to create a sense of balance and stability here. Slowly let that sway come to that midline. That pendulum stops right in the center. Inhale, halfway lengthen. firm navel, long spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Plant your hands, drop your knees down. Inhale, cow, big breath in, heart pulls forward. Exhale, cat, round it out, press the earth away. 2 more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to center, listen carefully. Left knee stays bent. Right foot comes behind you. Turn the toes under and then spin the pinky edge of your right foot down. Modified side plank. We'll come into this later with an option for a full side plank, but right now just feel the sense of balance where the foot, knee, and hand are grounded. Lengthen the neck, press and squeeze that top glute, pressing the hip forward for 3, 2, and 1. Drop right hand, right knee back to the mat. Send your left toes out, spin that heel down, press through the outer ankle, and start to lift and float the left arm up. Squeeze through that top glute, gentle press of that hip forward, lining up the heels of the head with the heels of your seat and of your feet for 3, steady breath, 2, and 1. Bring everything back, tabletop position, lower down, knees, chin, chest, all the way. Unleash your toes to the mat. Inhale, cobra, shoulders roll back and down. Squeeze those elbows in, right? So if you're here, lower it down a little and drop those shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Listen carefully. Inhale, bring it up. We're gonna find what we call a lying Buddha, right? Reclining Buddha. Left hand presses into the mat. You're gonna roll and stack the hips, stack your feet, roll onto your left hip, and straighten that left arm any degree. Keep a slight micro bend, right fingertips to the floor in front for balance. Feel the stretch through the outer left hip, outer side ribs. Big breath up the sideline of the body for 3, 2, and 1. Roll back through center, right? And then you roll onto those right hips. Straighten that front leg, left fingertips gracing the forward and front. Legs are stacked, feet are stacked. And again, just let yourselves kind of hang out into that right side rib and waist, right? We're here for 3. Steady breath, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring it back to the earth. Big breath in, cobra, shoulders back and down. Exhale, lower, hips to the heels, toes touch, knees wide into child's pose. Rock out your head, side to side, temple to temple. Release and soften the jaw. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Perfect. Inhale up into tabletop. Turn the toes under and send the hips up high, downward facing dog. Same as before, really generous bend in those knees as much as your hamstrings need. Long through the sides of the neck, spread your fingers wide, no space between your fingers and the floor, right? And then let any movement settle you into a relative stillness, right? Finding that sense of what balance is for you. That's the thing, it looks different for every person. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, gaze forward. Tippy toe, walk, do whatever you need to do to get your hands to your feet, feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hinge and folding with trapeze bar. You're folding over it, soften those knees. Root to rise, press down, big full moon with the arms. Lift and launch up. One more time, right palm to sky. Take it up and over to the left. Use that left hand to gently pull and tug, adding a little extra there if you need it. Inhale through center, left palm to sky, right hand like a bracelet to that left wrist. Take it up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, goalpost, head comes back if that feels okay for the neck. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands down to Tadasana pose, right? Big breath in and out. Perfect. Feet are still hips distance. Let's find chair, Uttanasana. Hands go where you need. I would much rather you, instead of like trying to add this in and really shrug up the shoulders where we've created a little space, either goalpost the arms, hands down to side, hips, or heart, right? And we're gonna play with this idea of balance. If you have any knee issues, be very mindful as we go knee over toes. If you feel any kind of tweakiness, pain, again, keep it a little farther back behind. But otherwise, if we have healthy knees, we want to keep them healthy. So I want you to lean back, weight into the heels, lift the toes, feel work happening in the glutes. And then we're going to exhale, shift and drift. Feel the weight pour into the toes, knees shift over toes. Work comes into thighs. So slowly just play with this balance of sending the work back into the glutes, weight in the heels, exhaling, sending it forward, knees over toes, barely lifting the heels. You'll feel that strong compression of the ankle, right? Really good for our ankles as well. Let's take it one more time. Shifting knees over toes. Taking it back into glutes, into the heels. One more time, knee over toes. Now from here, little bit of balance. Big breath in, you're gonna come down, lower the hips to the heels on the toes. Maybe you bring your hands to blocks or the floor. You're in a toe squat. So much fun. So again, really grounding through big toe mound. Feel that energy through the feet, little fieriness in the feet. Take a deep breath in. Plant your hands, drop the heels, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. I want you to pretend there's springs behind your heels and you're going to push the springs with the heel, right? And then they spring you back. So this is warming up through wrists, through the ankles, through the feet, the sling of the foot. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Listen careful. You can find that modified side plank, left knee down, right hand spins, or you can heel toe, peel it open, side plank. Big breath in, squeeze that top hip up towards the sky. Big breath, find that sense of balance, extending fingertip to fingertip for 3, 2, you're gonna roll it over, and 1. Drop the hand, again, you can always drop your knee, find that modified version if you need that balance in your life today, right? Or adding that little extra. Remember, balance takes work. And the trickier things get, the more work it takes to find balance. That wobble and wiggle becomes a little more evident. For 3, 2, 1, come back to your high plank, drop it down, knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra, big breath in. Exhale, lower out and down. Let's take our fingertips wide. I want you to frame your mat, and then if you can, turn your fingertips into the midline. So you look like a little bit of a gecko, a little lizard. Inhale, straighten those arms any amount, open up the heart and the chest. Feel that stretch through the wrists, through the forearms. Exhale, lower, feel that spread across the chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more. Exhale, down. Bring your hands back under the shoulders. Press up and through, downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. Right leg comes up, inhale. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Help it if you need to, right? Balance sometimes requires us to ask for help, right? Drop the back knee down. You can keep toes under or unleash your toenails to your mat. Whatever feels better and more balanced. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Squeeze your back glute, that left glute, active stretch. Slide your low ribs into the front pocket, so kind of a knitting. So you're not just completely dumping into the lumbar spine here. Left palm slips to the sky, lifts up. Exhale, take it over to the right. As you kind of find that flexibility through the torso, keep that sturdiness and balance through the legs, inner spirals of the legs, gently drawing in towards each other, right? We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, release the hands. We're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back like airplanes, right? And we're gonna add that front leg. You're gonna flare your toes to your face, heel pushes down, okay? Inhale, take it up into your lunge. Exhale, sweep it back. Find the balance between movement and breath. Inhale up. Exhale back. Perfect. Inhale, take it up, high crescent. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower through that vinyasa. all the way, right? Back into that downward facing. Left leg lifts up, inhale, exhale, step it through. Integrate that back knee, back foot, however you need to. Inhale, take it up. Squeeze that back glute. Slide those ribs into the front pockets, right? And this time, right palm to sky, left hand takes it. Lift up and out, low ribs. Lift away from the top hip, and you take it over to the left. Big breath in and out. Feel those inner thighs gently spiraling in towards each other, feeling a sense of stability and strength coming from the pelvic floor. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, release the hands. Big breath in. Exhale, airplane the arms, straighten the front leg. Right? Inhale, take it up. Exhale, send it back. One more. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, take it up, high, low crescent. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Find that variation of plank here. Heel toe, maybe stack this time. Maybe you add a little zhuzh and lift the leg or do a tree pose. Maybe you honor yourself and drop the knee down. It's all good, there's not a hierarchy here. Deep breath in, squeeze that top glute. Feel like a little thread is attached to the top hip and lifting it to the sky. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, back through high plank. Roll it over on the right side. Right arm strong. Left hand lifts up. Find the balance. And notice if you take a more challenging variation, how much more work that requires, how much more extra wobble you might feel. The wobble is necessary to find balance. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, back to high plank. Lower it down, knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog, my friends. Gaze forward. Do what you need to do. Feet to your hands, hands to your feet. Halfway inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, let's bring it up all the way. Hands to your heart. Press left and right together. Big breath in and out. Now, let's find some balance. We've been doing this the whole time, but this is actually a literal physical balance, right? I want you to pour your weight into the left foot so you feel that pillar of the leg sturdy, strong. We're gonna find a tree pose. That can look any way, shape, or form. Toes to the floor, to the shin with arch, or up to that inner thigh. Wherever you find an active synergy between the foot and your leg pressing into each other and feeling this upward lift that comes from that, right? Steady gaze, steady breath, right? Shoulders down, neck is long. And recognizing, honoring any sense of wobble, of shift, of flux, that's the balance that's happening, right? It's necessary. Balance cannot occur in complete stillness. That would mean you are dead. And even though we all end that way, right? Our breath and the flux is there to remind us that we're alive, right? So take a nice deep breath in and out. We're gonna transition. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Bring that hip in. Right knee is bent. Exhale, step it back. Warrior one. Spread the arms wide. Offer yourself the space through the heart of the chest. Squeeze your back glute and press actively down through that outer right ankle and pinky edge of the foot. Bend as much as you love your family, your friends, your pets, and that front knee, but find that equal balance between the back leg as well. Slide the low ribs into the front pockets if you have them. I don't, right? These yoga pants, there's like a slit for a key. Not really a pocket, but I can pretend. Big breath in, we're finding airplane arms. Exhale, send it back, navel in, spine long. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, send it back. One more. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, take it up. Turn onto the back toes like you got a big high heel on. Get springy. Exhale, Woo, see if you can find your tree again. Maybe it's just a different variation and that's cool. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Plant your right foot down, give a little sway, right? The body knows what it wants after that. Pour weight into your right leg. Take your left foot into the variation of tree that suits you best, right? Noticing on one side, every side has its set of terms and conditions. Honor that, honor the wobble, honor the flux, the micro movements that have to happen. Right now your foot is doing so much accommodation, right? So just deepen the breath, steady the gaze. For 3, we're finding one-legged Tadasana in 2, and 1. Bring that knee, close the hip in. Exhale, step it back, warrior 1, down and out through that outer pinky edge. Bend that front knee strong, but also activate the back leg just as much. Finding this equal balance between front and back, right? Inhale, arms overhead, warrior 1. Exhale, sweep it back. Airplane the arms long through your torso. Navel pulls in. Inhale, up. Exhale, send it back. Palms down to the earth. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it up. Turn your back toes like you got a high heel on the back foot. Big bounce, right? Bring it up. See if you can find your tree. Second side. Play with it, wobble, fall, that's part of it, right? And settle in here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly let that foot come down, and then let your body do what it needs to do to integrate and feel balanced. Just a little bounce, a little softness. Feet or hips distance. Inhale, arms overhead. I want you to come up onto high heels, come onto the toes. Deep breath in, stay on those toes. You're gonna start to bend the knees. Again, as long as no knee issues exist, we're going knees over toes into that toe squat. 1 more time. Handling it with grace, handling it with your breath and your gaze, right? Heart is tall. Feel the feet. Feel the balance. Feel those little micro adjustments the feet are making. There's a constant ebb and flow that's happening. I can feel it in mind, right? And we take for granted that every day our body is constantly making micro adjustments within our body to keep us at a homeostasis, right? So taking a moment of gratitude here. I know it's a lot. For 3, 2, drop the heels down, drop your booty down. 1, find a boat pose, Navasana. Finding a new sense of balance here as you feel grounded through the seat, and just flex your toes, kind of give them, and your hands, why not, right? Just kind of roll wrists, roll ankles. We do so much with these wonderful appendages and like neglect them in general, right? All right, take a deep breath in, come into center, pull the navel up and in, feel like a little bobby pin squeezing up and in from 2 inches below the navel. Heart is lifted. Maybe you add the arms out. Maybe you offer yourself support. Remember, balance sometimes means asking and needing support. Maybe you want to add the extra challenge, straighten the legs. As you get more challenging, you realize the wobble, the wiggle, the flux becomes more evidence because it's more work, right? Balance doesn't occur without movement. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in, rock and roll, back and forth, have fun with it. Back to front, just ironing out the back, right? And then you're gonna let yourself come onto your back, draw the knees in, give a squeeze, extend your legs out, roll to that right side, but keep the left knee bent, and draw that foot in towards the glute. Grab what you can, top of the foot, ankle, squeeze the top glute, and press that right hip forward. Recline dancer. Again, this hand can go wherever you need, right? I've got it kind of holding my head, but you can put it up on forearm to balance yourself here. Squeeze that top glute, press the hip forward, draw that knee in towards the midline for 3, 2, and 1. Release the leg, roll it over, other side, right? We're stacked again, bend that knee, take that foot, get what you can, squeeze the glutes, press the right hip forward. Even noticing here, the little sense of a tight wire sense of balance, like you're kind of balancing the entire line of the body, right, on your side for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Roll back to your back. Give yourself a big hug and a squeeze. Draw your right knee in, left leg long. Press the left heel into the earth. And then exhale, find a simple twist. Just rock it over. Right arm pulls out like a T. Let that knee drift over to the left side. Take a deep breath into the side rib, side waist, top of the right hip. Feel the breath fill you up on that side. And exhale, empty in, drop into that twist. One more breath. Deep breath in and out. Bring it back to center. Draw your right knee in. Give it a hug, a squeeze, and then send the right leg long. Draw your left knee in. Give it a hug, a squeeze, and then exhale. Drop it over to the right. Left arm out like a T or a goal post, right? And again, just open up that entire side, waist, side, hip. Those sweet, vulnerable spaces that just throughout our day tend to stay closed off. So soften the belly, take a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. One more like that in your twist. Deep breath in and out. Bring it back to center. Give yourself a nice big squeeze and then let everything fall out. Shavasana. Maybe rock your head side to side a little until you land on the sweet spot that feels just right in the middle. Again, make sure the palms are down by the sides, open to the sky, arches roll open, feet as wide as your mat. Just really allow yourself to take up as much space as you need, right? Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And this last one, let it come out as a sigh, a groan, a moan, whatever you need. Big breath in. Let it out. And allowing yourself to seal the lips. Draw your awareness into the gateway of your breath, the edges of your nostril flares, where the air and space that's around you becomes your breath, and where your breath returns back to the air and space that surrounds you. As you start to tune into this subtle flow, this ebb and flow of energy that you're constantly exchanging with the universe, the energies around you, begin to pull the awareness in and notice the journey that the breath makes into the body. Just feeling the effects of your inhale, an expansion, a lift, a buoyancy, a pressing out against your own skin. And the exhale that offers this sense of release, of dropping in, heavy to the earth, letting go. And riding the waves of these two energies, recognizing both are needed for balance. And I encourage you to stay here as long as you need, honoring your body with this gift of your breath and your awareness. Remembering that balance in life requires work, it requires movement, right? And often the harder that it gets, the more wobble we feel. So it doesn't make us less than or insufficient. It just makes us human, right? So again, if you need to stay longer, please do so. If you would like to finish together, just slowly waking yourself up, stretching long, maybe a big inhale, stretching fingertips to toe tips. Exhale, pull yourself in, small like a seed. Just gently rolling over to one side. Just connecting a little bit more. Last few moments in that inner space before we move into the collective of our day or evening, wherever you might be. Eyes stay closed as you come to a seat. As you rise, finding the grounding of the sits bones, but the lift of the spine, the heart. Take a deep breath up the spine and back down. And bringing the hands together to the heart, thumb into sternum, pressing equally between left and right and center. Just taking a moment here, a deep breath in. As you exhale, bow to honor the knowledge of the head, to the wisdom of the heart, the body, and the breath. I hope that you find a sense of peace and balance this holiday season, remembering that it's okay to step away, it's okay to say no, and it's okay if it feels like work. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice and your breath with me, maybe with someone else. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much.